Hello, hello. Nice, beautiful evening for all of you. And today's topic is really beautiful. It is about our wounds because even we are very strong beings, we sometimes feel the pain and feel the pain in our hearts, in our souls. So today's topic is how we can heal these wounds and how we can become more happier, more joyful people. So if you have any questions, please let me know this in the chat. And last days I was thinking a lot about my clients that really come to me hurted, come to me in tears, come to me so down, and I feel their pain. I feel how down are they emotionally, feeling sadness, being anxiety, being in depressions many times, and it's very nice and very beautiful to see these hurted people only in 2-3 hours or in 2-3 sessions happy again, smiling again, overcoming really very hard family or life situations. So let's go through this, what is able to hurt us and to hurt our hearts. So with many of you, I'm cleaning the first meeting with situations like we lose somebody that we love, we lose our grandparents, or we lose some friends, or we lose some pets. And these are the first really painful situations in our lives. And for some of you, even before this happened, the first painful situations that hurts our hearts are first steps in children garden when we think that our parents leave us. So for many of you, you can really be surprised, but after working with hundreds of clients, I can say that almost everyone have suffered a lot first days in the children garden. And it is really so important parents to talk to their children, parents to talk to the child, to explain. And if the child doesn't understand what is going on with words, to show it. For example, you can, if you have a small child or somebody has a small child, can go around children garden and can show the child that children come at the morning and they are inside, they play games, then they are outside, and then all the parents come and take every one of the children. And you can even be outside the children garden and you can observe how children comes, and then at evening how children are going back home with their parents. So your child from this vision to understand what is going on there. And next day they come again, and next evening they are going away again. And try to make the life of your children and of your child more comfortable in these things that really can hurt this small soul or this child's soul, because children are feeling maybe around. I was reading that children's emotions are 10 times more intensive than when we are an adults. So if you imagine now to have 10 times bigger emotions, it's crazy. And this is the reason why children cannot not to cry sometimes, cannot stop their emotions and shouting or doing anything, because on emotional level they are really totally open to be hurted, because they feel emotions in different level that we feel. So if you remember your first steps from your life, we are going through things that were able to hurt your heart, to hurt your emotions, to hurt you on soul level. And even if I go back in the timeline, with many people, I'm cleaning the loneliness. I'm cleaning that they are left or they are not wanted. They are that the parents don't want them or partners don't want them. And we need to, in the beautiful sessions that I do already 12 years, energetical sessions, and over 7 years psychotherapies, and I'm certified in over 10 methods. Working daily with clients, I see the reasons, I see the similarities, I see the differences, because everyone is different. Everyone case is different. And even you solve the same problems, the reasons behind these problems are really different. So with many of you, I clear he left me, or I'm left alone, and these things. And we have to find the first situations when you are going through this for first time in your life. And usually the first time was in the hospital where you were born, and they took you from your mom and they put you somewhere. And it is really interesting for every one of you to see and to feel those emotions from those times. Because, as you know, we as a consciousness being, we are consciousness on level 6 to 12%. And the other approximately 90% is our subconscious mind. But our subconscious mind keep records of all the things that happens to us. And if I ask you, you can remember, because all is memorized. But if you cannot remember, because many people don't remember their childhood, there is a special technique that we can do. And this is the technique that if you imagine that somebody is coming and taking you from your mom and going with you and putting you somewhere in some bed where are other babies, how do you feel? And immediately every one of you can react how he feels like. And we are going and we are clearing emotions, because the most important are emotions. When we have some thoughts, the thoughts are not able to make us feel down, to make us feel hurted. What is important, we to have good emotions, and we to clear all the negative emotions connected with some thoughts, connected with some programs. So we are going and we are clearing all the feelings, all the negative emotions that you felt then. And if you don't remember, we only imagine. And when you start to imagine this, it is like from your subconscious mind is starting to talk some entire voice and to tell you what next have to be cleared. So people are hurted in really different ways, and we are able to find all these things in the childhood. But let's say what next is possible to be cleared with these sessions. So we are able to clear losses. We are able to clear anything that hurts you. Behavior of other people. This is very common, because because we all are social being and we have connections and we talk and we communicate with many people around us all the days, months and years. And sometimes some information, some words can hurt us. And mainly if we have friendships or we are in relationship, it's painful. So what we are able to do is that we name the person that we wish to clear now, the relationship with my boyfriend, with my girlfriend, with my husband or wife or ex-husband, or with anybody. And the session is approximately 2 hours. We start, I let you talk, what bothers you in this person on physical level, on mental level, as a character, as a personality, what he says, what he does. And then in the next session, we clear what bothers this person by you, what do you know that he says about you. So we are going with all these programs, with all these sentences, and usually 50% of all your problems are hidden in your childhood. It is very funny, but if I clear with some woman that her man is drinking alcohol, guess what? Usually his father or grandfather or brother was drinking alcohol. If I clear with somebody that her boyfriend is nervous and is like volcano that is shouting and squirreling, guess what? Father or mother was shouting or squirreling. So mostly we find this behavior, this type of behavior, this type of relationships in our childhood. And usually by some rules, we attract those things that we don't understand, those things that we judge, those things that we don't wish to live, that we hate them, we don't like them, and we are running away from them. But guess what? You cannot run from what is inside you, because you have this problem in your heart, you have this problem on soul level, you have this problem recorded in your mind. And every time when you remember about this person, about some situation, about something that bothers you, that is painful for you, every time when you feel negative emotions with some thoughts, in this moment you attract new reality very similar to those reality that you were living as a child. So this is maybe the hidden information for you. And I really know a lot of techniques. I'm certified in 10 techniques, but I use not everyone, because I need to go deep. And my aim is to clear you from all that bothers you once and forever. So this is the reason why my Facebook page name is Therapies for Therapists, because I'm known that I help therapists today to clear everything that they are not clear alone or with other techniques. And this is really priceless, that we can go deep with special technique, we can go very deep, and we can clear the roots of the problems, the roots of your pain, of your misunderstanding, of your anxiety, of everything that you never more wish to go through. So the model of behavior, and this is important to say, because many times it was said that when you marry the family, not only this person, because these grandparents start to come on genetical level, some things are going in your child. And the behavior of your partner is really connected with behavior and with raising up and with level of the family. And sooner or later, this person will start to behave just the way he was taught as a small child, and he observed as a small child. No matter if he liked or disliked this behavior, he will start to make the same, or he will attract the same things around himself. So really it is important you to know this. And what is worst is that you attract things that are not solved in you. So we all are energetical beings, and nowadays there are a lot of techniques. Myself, I also work with energetical cleanings. I ask God you to be cleared from curses, from hexes, from negative thoughts and energies from other people, or what you have thought about yourself, about your possibilities and skills. And depends on the topic, if we are solving money and work, or properties, or health, or entrance cleaning, we clear specific things in this energetical sessions, you to be connected to the earth, you to be connected to your soul, you to be connected to your mission, to your ideal work, ideal partner, and so on. So there are a lot of techniques, and it is very important you to be clear energetically, because every one of us vibrate on some level, and depends on the programs that you keep in yourself unsolved, you attract people with the same vibration level, with the same intensity, or where you are, and then you again and again live and go through the same painful experiences. So only think of this if you are the one that things in your life repeats. Behavior of your relationship partners, behavior of people around you in the work, or your own thoughts, or your own feelings of guilt, being guilty, or anything others that bothers you. So the only way, the best way, the fastest way is you to work on yourself, you to work on your growing up, you to work on this, you to clear your soul and your heart from all the painful situations from your life, from all the traumas, from all things that bothers you and that you never more wish to go through them. So I know even people that run from their problems to other continent, to Canada, to Australia, and they didn't solve the problem because, yes, they leave the family, they leave the woman or the man, they leave their parents that made them problems. And guess what? In this new country, from all the people around, they have attracted the people with the same unsolved problems, or people with such an energy that they started to do them the same things that they hated in their countries and in their homes. So you cannot run from your problem, even if you move to the moon. It will not help, because we have everything in us. And this sentence is so true. So what I do, I invite you to one free session with me. When I have time, I do first free session. When we talk, we discuss about your problems, about what stop you from living the ideal life, the better life, the best life that you can imagine, with best partner by your side, in best financial situation, doing the work that you love. And we are going through all the obstacles, what stop you from living this, the hidden problems, the hidden challenges and visible challenges. And after this free session, we are able to start work and to solve all these problems. So the sessions that I do are really full of aha moments, and you said, this is so, and oh, I didn't know this, and I didn't solve this, and I never think about this problem from this point of view that I see now. And it's like you raise up. It's like if you are in some building on the second floor and you observe the surround nature, and then you go with the lift to the 7th floor, to 10th floor, to 15th floor, to 20th floor, and you see totally other view. You are able to observe things with calmness in yourself, and to have the deeper and higher acceptation of the reality that we as souls are here to experience. We come here to the earth to experience many things, and mainly we come to experience here emotions, because up there are no emotions, there is only love, and love is pure. Love is neutral, not negative, not positive. And from that I do and I know, love is the strongest gun against all the hatred, against all the negative things and negative emotions. And when you think about somebody, or when you send love to your problems, to the people that make you problem, this love is able to melt all the problems and all the negativity. But of course, when you are angry with somebody, you are not able to send any love. So the first we clear the problem, you can go into the shoes of the other person and look at the things from his point of view. You can go up and observe the situation and to see the situation from upper side of view, and then to understand the reasons why something happened, because behind every alcohol there is a reason why this person is drinking alcohol. Maybe he is unaccepted, maybe he is not loved, maybe it is too heavy for him to have such a big responsibility about wife and children and family, and even can allow one day to be free or not to go to work. Or maybe there is something another heavy that bothers him, and the alcohol is the only thing that he found out that works he to forget for a while his problem. So there is some higher deep wisdom, and you can found your wisdom. You can found truth, objective truth, not subjective. And you can become more conscious person, more smart person, smart as a soul, with the wisdom, with understanding why things happens in the life. And the things that now ache you, the reasons that your heart ache, that your soul ache, they are clearable. And I know if you do nothing, maybe you will overcome the pain that you lost somebody or you lost some relationship, maybe in 5 years, in 10 years, in 20 years. What I invite you to do is that we are able to do a bridge, and you can overcome these all ups and downs of your emotions, of your situation, of your pain very fast in 2 hours, in 3 hours when we do double session, or in 2 sessions. So it is fast and easy process, and it is the smartest way that I know of solving any problem, of solving any sadness, of solving any pain in your heart, in your soul. And believe me, everything is possible. And people say often that they have life before knowing me and after knowing me, because they solve the biggest problems and they become joyful, they become happy. Their lives start to have another meaning. They find their dream jobs and dream partners and dream houses, and everything changes to good, to better. So you are able to heal your wounds. And I think it is time to heal our wounds, because there is no sense to live in pain. There is no sense to live in sadness and to cry about things that we cannot change. This is only, we tear our days, months of life, and every day for me is a present. So let's live better lives, happier lives, nothing to bother us, nothing to be heavy in our hearts, in our souls, and not to be lonely, but to be with the right person by your side. So I wanted today to say few words about loneliness, because there is no one person that I don't clear being alone and loneliness. And if you imagine the line of your life, ever during your life you have periods that you are alone. And to being alone, it's okay. Only maybe we were not raised up in this consciousness that we can be alone, and to be alone is okay. And how I mean it? For example, the periods in my life that I were alone and separated and not in relationship, I was using all these periods of time to do everything that I cannot do with my partner. I was using this time for learning, for growing, for dancing, for swimming, for doing crazy things, for doing things that my partner was bothered or didn't want to do with me. And I was able to make this time of loneliness valuable. Of course, not everybody think as me, or I was working a lot to forget about this person. But anyway, you can feel lonely even many people are around you, even if you have family members around. So to be alone and to feel lonely are two different things. And it's important you to know to recognize when you are alone, because you can be alone and you can know that people from your closer surrounding, like your parents, your maybe friends or partners, love you. And when you know they are behind the wall, they are maybe, I don't know, 1 kilometer or 100 kilometer away, they love you. So you can be alone and not lonely. And also the opposite is very often common, that you can be at home, you can be surrounded by your family members, but you can feel lonely because nobody understands you, because there is no one to listen to you, to listen to your problems, to help you, because everybody has his life and his problems. So it's important to clear all this stuff and to never more to feel lonely, because your soul is ever with you and by you. Somebody believe God is in him and with him, and it is correct also. And it is okay to be alone. It is okay to be alone. And being in a relationship, it is some additional happiness. So what I do is that I can clear all that bothers you in this loneliness and to be alone, and you to use this time really for beautiful things, and you to feel joy, you to find time for things that you love, and never more to feel alone or lonely. So feel free to connect with me, as these sessions are very deep, very nice, and they are 1-to-1 to 3 hours long. I have some capacity and I can work only with some number of people in the year. So I have still some free spaces to take and work few people till end of the year, because now I'm finishing work with some people that started in the summer. So I'm curious really who will connect with me. You see in this, in the name of today's webinar, my contact information. So on Facebook, you can find me as Renata.Russeva, Russeva with double S, or you can find me through phone, WhatsApp, Viber as by number +421 948 848 202. I work in Bulgarian, Slovak, and English language. I also can work with people who understand Czech or Russian language. So be free to connect with me and to work with me for better life. I wish you a nice evening.